I don't like the geezer, and I know you don't either, right? And I don't like the way he's indirectly slagged me off for years. Yeah, calling me a rat. There's a rat in the top corner because of him. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Well, it's true. He called anyone who wants Arteta out as a rat. Fuck him. Yeah. Now he's picking up soap. You know what I mean? Be careful what you wish for. Behave yourself, Julia.
Listen,
Rants, what you saying, bro?
I'm all right, bro.
To DT, I am, and people might not agree with this, I'm a firm believer in rehabilitation and second chances. I've seen statements put out there by people who he used to work for saying that they'll have nothing to do with him anymore. That's up to them. That's absolutely up to them, and many people would say that's the right thing to do, but I think there's good in everybody, and I think that, you know, somebody needs to be there to support that person when the vast majority of people are going to be absolutely hell-bent on giving him abuse. What's happened is bad. It's very bad. But trust me, a lot of people do it. And a lot of people do a lot worse and wouldn't get the hate and exposure that that person's going to get. It's going to be very difficult. I hope that that person doesn't end up doing anything silly to themselves, because there's always a way back, and rehabilitation is going to have to be the way back. It's appalling what we've all seen today, and as I said, there's a victim in this who is the victim, and it's very sad, the situation, and it's also very sad to see certain people coming out and using it as an opportunity to sort of kick somebody when they're down. Because
I've had a lot of messages. I've had a lot of people asking me why I haven't spoke about it. Why am I not condemning it? Will he ever be back on the channel? I don't really know what people expect me to say other than, of course, he will never, ever be back on the football terrace after doing what it is that he has done. And more so for me, on top of the horrendous crime. And, you know, one of the things I think in the last 24 hours that's been ignored too much has been the victim in this, you know, stalked, tracked, hurt, exploit, everything, is also the fact that the guy stood around for 5 months on the platforms we use, in the industry that we work in, and claimed that the only reason he was away was mental health issues. And I think when you add it all up, like, his crime, of course, topples everything by a long way. The fact that the victim isn't really being spoken about and it's all about him and bantering him and going after AFTV, which we'll touch on later. It's the fact that he's lied to so many people in the process. So he hasn't owned what he's done. Like, for me, I don't know if shocked isn't the right word. Shocked isn't the right word because I don't feel any shock. But yeah, I just wanted to address that from the off, because rightfully gone back down, right, that they've extended his sentence for what he has done. And, you know, for, as I say, for the dozens and dozens of messages and tweets and DMs, yeah, I was always going to address this, and I was always going to speak about it and say that, of course, it just goes without saying, but I will say it anyway, that he'll never be back on the football terrace ever again, because there are certain things that you can do wrong in life where I think there's a road to redemption where is in, you know, you get back all the same freedoms and privileges and can work in certain industries and everything else. But I think what he has done makes him completely exempt from that forever, 110%.
Mate,
it's too easy.
I can see a lot of people in the chat mentioning DT, and obviously I've seen on Twitter today what's unfolded, and in WhatsApp groups, to be honest with you as well. All I can say is it's mad, lad. I don't even know really what more to say in terms of addressing it. Like, me and DT were never guys like that for me to really know who he is as a character outside of AFTV. I know I work for AFTV and he's done a lot of content for that channel, but that doesn't necessarily mean we know the ins and outs of each other. Same way, you know, colleagues at work wouldn't know what goes on outside of the workplace. In all honesty, I read it and it is mad. You know, it's actually a conviction. It's signed, sealed, delivered. It's not an investigation. It's nothing like that. And some of the graphic, I don't know if this is a word, but the graphicness behind some of the wording in that article on the government website, like I said, it is mad. All I can say is he's off AFTV now, which I believe that was the best thing they can do. And in all honesty, I'm seeing a lot of people insinuate that AFTV might have known, I might have known, other people might have known. In my honest opinion, I can't speak wholeheartedly for everyone, but I don't think anyone did know the circumstances around DT's absence. And that's me being in and out of the studio over the last year or so. And regarding me, I had no clue whatsoever. I even gone back to a WhatsApp message when he first tweeted about the mental health thing. And I actually messaged him off the back of that saying, if you need to talk, if you want to open up about anything, then please feel free. Because I've got a couple of friends that over the years, a couple of very good friends that have suffered with mental health and are still suffering with mental health. So for me, to see that sort of a tweet from someone that, not that I know, someone that, not that I'm close to, but someone in and around the same circle and same kind of background in terms of what we do on YouTube. Me being me, I offered a handout, and to be honest, looking back now, I'm ashamed of that, considering what it looks like it was masking all of this time. This is the Big Six show. This is my channel, Turkish LDN. Steve, Saeed, Matisse, Grizz, and Tobes. You know, I'm not going to ask them for any comment because, in all honesty, you know, like I said, what can I really say? We've all seen what we've seen. We've all read what we've read. If you don't think it's a madness, then you can see yourself off this channel as well, because we should all be in agreement that we're against any sort of domestic violence or anything.
aka Mr. DT, has had his prison sentence tripled after he stalked, assaulted and kidnapped his former partner. Now, I feel a bit of a mug, right? I've got to be honest with you, if only because I don't really talk to DT, you know, like, at all. I might say hello to him when I see him at an Arsenal game, but apart from that, I've really got no contact with him. But because of what I thought was an issue with mental health, I actually sent him a message wishing him well and hoping that he was okay. I have lost friends to, you know, depression, serious situations where mentally they can't deal with things. So I didn't know what was going on, but we've been led to believe at least that there's been a situation where he needed some time off. But anyway, this article is just giving it a whole different spin. AFTV regular handed increased prison sentence for violent stalking.
I can see loads of you speaking in the comments about the situation regarding DT. So I'm going to speak on it because I don't want to keep going on about it throughout the show. So we speak about it once, wrap it up and leave it there. So Amsterdam, Thailand saying DT got a 3-year sentence for, yeah, I mean, Hugh Wizzy made a video about it. I haven't seen that yet. Listen, I want to make one thing clear. Them kind of behaviors there, people, you're going to have to get some sort of comeback on that. That's just standard procedure, people. It's disgraceful behavior. I don't condone that in any way, shape or form. You know, for anyone who knows, who follows me on social media, I had a problem. Me and DT had a problem. Probably about a year and a half ago, where we were bantering a little bit on social media and he overstepped the mark a little bit. To to where me and him had to have what I would call a serious conversation on the phone. Because I was basically saying, listen, the person you are on social media, you need to be that person in real life. You can't be two different people. So anyway, long story short, that happened. And obviously he put something out, I think it was at the start of 2021, saying that he was having issues with his mental health. And I think he even went on to say something, he was like struggling to continue to live. It was basically giving a vibe that it was suicidal thoughts. Now, what's really disappointed me, and I'm only going to speak about this once in this video, right? So if people comment about it later in the video, I won't continue to respond to it. What really disappointed me, I see DT put that tweet up. So I thought to myself, do you know what? Despite the issues me and him have had, it's not all that serious. Let me send this guy a message. So I sent this guy a message saying, yo, would you know what? You know, life's, you know, don't get too down, man. I'm thinking the guy needs a pick-me-up. Do you know what I mean? The man's talking about suicidal thoughts. Yo, keep your head up, man. Do you know what I mean? Keep doing what you're doing and things will get better. You know what I'm saying? Sent the man a message because to me, I've lost a friend to mental health issues who has done something to themselves, right? And so when I saw him put that, I thought, you know what? Let any little issues go, man. Life's too short. Let me send this guy a message to big him up. Now, I'll be honest with you, people. I heard a little while ago that he'd been locked up. I'm going to tell the truth. I heard a little while ago that he'd been locked up. So I saw a lot of people tweeting him, and a lot of people were saying in the comments, you know, where's DT? Why isn't he on AFTV? I thought, you know what? It's not my place. I didn't know what he was in prison for. I didn't know. I'm not close to DT. I don't speak to anybody that's really involved with him. I didn't know anything about it. I heard that he was inside. Obviously, like everyone else, I see this guy on AFTV a couple of weeks ago. I think it was the Man City game. I didn't know he was out or anything. So I see him on there. I was like, raw, that's crazy, you know. I didn't know he was even out. So I see him on there on the interview, and I was like, that's interesting. You know, I wonder what he's done. And, you know, I was asking questions myself. How is it, you know, if he's just come out, how is he on AFTV? Well, I'm assuming they've spoke about it. I don't know what he was in for. He's out. Simple as that. Then, like all of you, I open social media today and I'm like, yo, what's going on here? And I see all this over social media and I'm like, I was actually, I'm going to be honest, people. I was a bit angry with that situation. I was a little bit angry with that situation. Now, I'm not saying that he wasn't suffering from mental health issues. That's not my place to say that, right? That's not my place to say that. He has a family, he has kids, so, you know, I don't want to throw everyone, you know. But there are people who have suffered with that, who've gone further and taken their own lives and stuff. So, you're on social media talking about, I'm away because of certain mental health issues and so on and so forth that he may or may not have had. Not going to question that. But then I'm reading that you've done this to a woman, and
like I said, this brer had every excuse in the book for why he couldn't fight me. Do you know what I mean? About this is wrong with him, this is wrong with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying on my stream, maybe I should have put on a dress and some makeup, lad. He might have fought me then. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, bruv. He said he couldn't fight Lee. Is the kind of guy he is, isn't it? So when I'm reading this, it's disgusting, but I'm not shocked, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are shocked. Not me. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's...
I read the article and I think, yeah, listen, he probably deserves more time.
It's a shame, you understand, to see what has happened, blood. You get me? And I see a lot of people asking, Troops, what's your opinion, rare tear tear? And I've never been one to add fuel to the fire, blood. You get me? I don't do that. I've known him for a long time. Disagreements, rare tear tear. But you get me, blood. I can't agree with this.